Thank you for this opportunity to address you. I prepared this statement in response to the issues discussed at the last meeting. It's because, like my brother said earlier, only 16% of the available voters in this district voted. That means that it's our fault. We have to show up and vote these people out of office. Regarding the 50% discount on property the City Council voted to make yourselves eligible for. As a legislative body voting for this discount, you violated your city charter. I warn you that if you continue on this course to restructure our schools and gentrify our neighborhoods, you are campaigning against yourselves. History will remember you for destroying our city's legacy, for having a Detroit-born and raised government.
For the past 5 years, I've hosted and welcomed newcomer families, as thousands of residents of the city of Detroit can't break bread together.
Been business as usual for corporations to operate at the expense of Detroit residents, especially under the Duggan administration. Duggan says Detroit is taking the strategy that worked in Midtown and scaling it citywide. Chemical Bank, along with 6 other companies, have invested $5 million each to take over these 10 Detroit neighborhoods. These developments are designed to turn our residential property into their business property.
When home values tanked after the housing market went under in 2008, the city of Detroit did not adjust how it assessed the values of homes in the years that followed, and that resulted in thousands of homes getting taxed at inflated rates.
Detroit's mayor and city council illegally passed bonds in 2018. The debt from the bonds is charged to our property tax. When confronted about this by the community, Mayor Duggan admitted to it, but blamed his legal advisors and city council.
Why didn't you come to the voters like according to the law in 2018?
And Detroit City Council unanimously approved the bond sale pursuant to all of the legal advice. In 2004, the voters of this city approved 4 separate bond issues. And in 2009, the voters of the city approved 4 more.
After being blamed by the mayor for illegally passing tax bonds, Detroit City Council insisted that no more be passed without voter approval.
So I am going to work hard with every single council member to come back to get this on the ballot for November. I'm confident that the council members and I will reach something that works for everybody.
Proposal N is a $250 million bank loan Detroit homeowners will repay through property taxes for blight removal. Detroit already received $400 million from Obama's hardest hit funds for blight removal, but the money was stolen and used to remodel downtown and midtown instead.
A $1 billion federal program is called the Hardest Hit Fund.
A fund developed by the U.S. Treasury for the states hardest hit by the mortgage and real estate crisis.
Duggan promised to use the hardest hit funds for blight removal from our neighborhoods, but he never got the job done. He was investigated by the feds for inflating the cost of demolition in order to siphon the funds. He awarded the demolition contracts to the same 3 companies in exchange for kickbacks. Eliminating black residents from Detroit eliminates black voters. The agenda to eliminate black votes is sanctioned from the highest level of government, which is why Detroit's mayor and city council is allowed to operate with impunity. I've lived in Detroit most of my life. I grew up in District 1 and now I'm a homeowner in District 7. A closer look at District 7 shows its neighborhoods are low income with high rates of gun violence.
Detroit police are investigating a quadruple shooting.
And a woman in temporary serious condition after being shot while stopped at a stoplight.
And a closer look at the councilman of my district, Gabe Leland, explains why. Councilman Leland was indicted for bribery and extortion from a local Detroit businessman. According to the federal indictment, a Detroit business owner went to the feds in complaints that Leland was trying to extort him. But despite the evidence, Leland was able to get his federal case transferred into state court. In fact, the federal government asked the Michigan prosecutor to take the case so it could result in lesser charges. I create videos to explain the information hidden from you about politics, economics, and history. Follow me on Instagram at Joe the Scholar and subscribe on YouTube.
On the 2978 West Grand Boulevard, whatever city you live in, find out where your Department of Elections is at, because that's where you go to fill out the paperwork to register to run for city government. Let me just show you how they do. It's not even 11 o'clock yet, and they said in observance of the Christmas and New Year's holiday,
The department will be closing at noon. It's not noon yet. Have a safe. Man, I'll be back. They finally got my paperwork. Yep, so come in and show them your ID so that they can make sure that you've lived in the city or in the district that you're running for.